As this game goes on, I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Now Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And that'll set them back 5. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next score, round 7. Patriots, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Patriots take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
That's what I do. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. Allen's got it complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Brady's throw there complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On the ground is Michel. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. They're able to find Dorsett. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Watch the screen. Pass.
They go right back to White here on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Now a carry for White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down, Browns.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Check back 21. It's going to be a long day.
Mayfield off the play fake. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 35.
First down, Cleveland.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's get it.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Regular.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And a dump off to White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught by Sanu. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
55 mark, guys, 55.
2nd and 5 now. Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michel. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, Brady. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, He says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Dante Hightower on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Quarterback, don't get Bravo. We begin.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Number 53, Mike 53. Stay with your man.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing now is Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be down, but not before they work it across midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Patriots, first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Brady now to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey, that's all day, baby. Your sock. Hey, take your socks out back to huddle. Socks out back to huddle.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check, smooth.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. They don't have his man. That's Edelman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Get that ball. Get that ball. 64, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. It's caught. This is White. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady to throw again. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a play fake. Brady. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mayfield. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down, Browns.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy. And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Hey, 180. Check back 21. Bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going. And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Michel. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Brady now on first down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. The Browns drive about to get started. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jamie Collins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Play fake. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.